can't. Hey everybody, it's Melissa Martinez. I'm here with Mayor Luge Hardman. Say hi, Mayor.
Hey!
So I was telling her about our summer staycation that we have, where a family of 4 can be entered to win a dinner and then also a night at one of our Fort Wood hotels, at one of the hotels in that chain. It's called our Getaway Without Having to Go Away. So every week we're going to be showing you different spots in Pulaski County where you can walk, hike, run, fish, or just get out and get healthy. Tell us how you stay healthy. And we're at the Laughlin Park today, and Luge is going to tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, we're in the Laughlin Park, and actually it's full of people. So we're going to have people walking by us and waving at us while we're talking. But we began an effort in 2005 to have this area certified as a stop on the National Historic Trail. And it was successful. And we are a stop with the National Park Service. So right now, we've had flooding recently, and our signage, we always take it away when the floods come, and so it should be reappearing soon. But Waynesville is a very unique place to come and visit. We are full of great history, all the way from the Trail of Tears in the 1830s, all the way to the Civil War in the 1860s, the building of Route 66. Waynesville sits right on Route 66, and we have one of 2 original courthouses that sit on Route 66. And we're just very proud of our history here. Some of it is infamous. We're not proud of it. Obviously, the Trail of Tears is not something to be proud of, but we wanted to commemorate it. And you can walk this trail and learn all about the Trail of Tears. Please come down and see us. We would love to have you.
Well, thank you, Mayor. So for our Healthy Futures today, hello, ladies. Look at these ladies in the park. Hello.
Hi,
hello. So I'm going to take Mayor Luge on one of our 15 to Fit walks, and I'm going to be snapping some selfies as we go. We like selfies, right?
I love selfies, but I know the ambulance is close, so it'll be okay if I'm out walking.
Yes, I'll try to be easy on you, okay? All right, so we are off, guys. Put your pictures on our Pulaski County Health Center site. Show us what you're doing. Be entered to win. This is a $200 value. You know, Pulaski County is a great place to stay, so there's no need to get away. Am I right?
It's right.
All right, let's go. We found this beautiful spot right here. It is so pretty. And this is what'd you tell me about this spot?
This is the Ruby Doo, obviously, the Ruby Doo Creek, Ruby Doo River at different parts. They call it a river. We usually just refer to it as a creek. But this is the water that comes out of the Ruby Doo Spring. And it's very cold.
Yes.
And so this is the area where they dump trout. They dump trout down by the handicap area also. We don't know when they're going to dump it. But the fishermen watch for the trucks.
I bet they do.
As they love to come down and fish.
So in this state, do they need what do they need to fish? Do they just need a permit?
If you're an adult, you need a permit.
Okay.
Kids can fish free.
Like kids under 12 or?
There's a certain age. Maybe it's even 16. I'm not up on it. Y'all need to check that.
Yep.
But kids can fish free.
That's awesome. And you know, that works into getting your exercise because you're moving anytime you're moving. So. Gosh, it's so pretty on here.
Can I tell you that we're getting ready to go close to the Ruby Doo Spring, which is world-renowned diving cave, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about that when we get there.
All right, let's do that.
She's probably got babies in there.
Guys, look at this. There's one of the snakes she talked about right in that tree, and I would have missed it.
They winterize in there. They hibernate, and they have their babies. And so when the spring comes, they come out with their little babies. And it is frightening, and so people need to be alert. You are in nature.
And you said they're aggressive.
That is a water moccasin.
Okay.
And you don't want to mess with water moccasins. They won't usually come after you unless they feel threatened.
So we better move on.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, guys, I've been down here many years, Mayor, and I have never ever seen that. Of course, I've never known to look for it.
I got the country eye.
You got something.
I grew up in the country. And so you learn very quickly to watch for snakes.
So look at how beautiful it is down here, guys.
This is my favorite part right here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And some of the best pictures that Jackie Welburn has taken are along this way right here.
Hey guys, if you keep up with this is one of the routes that we have for a lot of the races that we put on. It comes down here and people really love it. Right. So.
And here we are at the Ruby Doo Spring. This area was donated to the city of Waynesville.
Really?
And so it is the city's property. We try our best to keep this pristine.
It is beautiful.
For years, when I was the park board chairman, we would have a lot of graffiti that would appear on the walls. And because of DNR, because of all the regulations, we'd have to hire a company
Oh my.
to come in and literally keep this out of that water. Several years ago, Vista came to me and wanted a project. And I said, I think I was mayor then, I said, would you guys like to paint the wall down at the spring? And so we have painted the wall gray. And I would just tell you it's one of the best decisions we made.
Yeah.
Because now when people come down and they feel like they have to write something on the wall, all we have to do is cover it up with white paint.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We don't have to, do the expensive thing.
Now this is a cave, right? Doesn't this
Goes
go back?
underneath.
Okay.
The city of Waynesville sits on a series of caves. It has actually been mapped by
Wow.
the Diver Alliance, and we have all that stuff at City Hall. But the city of Waynesville, this is our water source. And so when COVID-19 started, we had a group very early from St. Louis that wanted to come down and dive, and we closed it.
Yeah.
We closed this.
It
is
is
open now.
Okay.
You can come in groups of 4.
Okay.
But we closed it because this was our water system, our water supply, and
Yeah.
we really didn't know what we were dealing with.
Right.
And so a lot of decisions were having to be made during that time. And one fun story, I think I was maybe just mayor. I was down here one day just visiting, and these divers there were a bunch of divers over here. One of them was dressed in a wedding gown.
Oh my.
One of them had a tuxedo on.
Oh my goodness.
They dove underneath here with a preacher and a photographer, and they got married in the cave.
That is awesome.
Is
I
that
love
cool?
that. That's really cool.
And then all our friends, and they invited me, and we all stood up here
Gosh.
and kind of watched. And the opening under here is just big enough for one person to get through.
Really?
Yes, it's just a big
Does
hole.
anybody know how far back it goes? The
Oh
cave?
yeah, we have maps,
Oh, you just said that. Okay.
and it goes all the way under the city.
Oh my goodness.
It's one of the largest caverns for diving in the United States.
And didn't you tell me that we had a diving convention? They came from all over
Yes,
the world,
oh,
didn't they?
yes.
Quite.
I
Okay.
believe it was 15 or 16.
Yeah.
The National Speleological Society
Yes.
came to Waynesville, and one of the draws, of course, was this cave. But I have met people from Chicago. I've met people from other countries
'Cause it's so
who
pretty
come here
here.
to dive. And cave diving is a different thing. And I would tell you, cave divers are a different sort.
Yeah.
Because that's some dangerous stuff right
That
there.
is some dangerous stuff.
I think since I have been mayor, maybe since I've been on the council, we've had probably 5 people die
Oh my.
in these caves because you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah. It makes a lot of
You
sense.
get lost, you run out of your air. It's murky, you can't see.
Yeah.
It is not for.
The faint of heart.
Yes, exactly.
So look at this, guys. It is absolutely beautiful.
That is the coldest water you will ever jump in. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And of course the kids. Is where the hole is.
Okay. So she said, look underneath there, right where that temperature or the depth sign, and that's over here.
Yes, in the middle.
In the middle, and that's
right in the middle is where the hole is
that's
to
where
get
the
into
hole
the
is.
cavern.
Which she said is only big enough for one person at a time. So, but it opens up once you get through the opening.
Yes.
Okay.
Opens up into a cavern.
So how many people generally can be in there at one time?
Oh gosh, there have been whole clubs. There'll be diving clubs that'll come down.
Oh my
They'll
goodness.
have 10 to 20 people. I've seen divers everywhere along this.
Is there any special permit they need to dive
Yes.
through
Oh
here?
yes.
Okay.
You have to check in.
Okay.
Because we have to know you're there.
Yeah. Good.
And
good
right
idea.
now, you check in at City Hall, or if it's a weekend, you check in at the sheriff's office.
But it doesn't cost anything.
Doesn't cost anything, but we want to know you're there.
Look at that, guys. So if you're thinking of a diving trip, check it out.
Well, be sure to know what you're doing.
Be sure to know what you're doing.
And in Waynesville, we're very lucky to have Scuba Bob, who has a
Yes,
business
that's right,
downtown,
that's right.
Odyssey Scuba, and he gives lessons, and in fact takes people on tours. And
He does lessons. So it
He
might be
gives
something
lessons.
anybody watching this
Yes.
Scuba Bob in downtown
Scuba
Waynesville,
Bob.
if you guys are interested as a family,
Yes.
that would make a great photo op for our staycation getaway,
it
wouldn't
would be, wouldn't it?
Because that's some good exercise.
Yeah.
All right, so remember that, guys. That is pretty neat. All right. We've been coming down here for years, and Mayor Luge and I said that sometimes we take this for granted. I hate to say that we do, but we do.
And then over the years, we've had Boy Scouts that have built a gazebo for us. We had a Boy Scout that came in and built the benches.
Wow.
This is just a great place for families. And eventually, hopefully, the history signs will be back up.
Yes.
And you can literally start up there with the history of the Trail of Tears and follow the trail, and it will tell you the whole story.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And
So
can I point out something with you? This is, we added excerpts from the diaries that we have.
Oh, wow.
And this is one of my favorites.
We traveled about 12 miles to a settlement on the banks of a beautiful stream named Ruby Dew. Here we had a delightful place on the bank of the river, convenient to wood and water. Written in 1839.
So we have 3 diaries that tell the story from 1836 to 1839.
And now, once the threat of imminent flood is over, guys, the signs will be back
Yes,
up.
those signs will be back up. And
This one's just up because it doesn't get this high.
it doesn't come this high.
Now, Mayor Luge said the importance of that. She said these signs run about, for all of them, about $20,000,
Oh my gosh,
right?
$20,000 project.
Yeah.
So we have to protect them, and that's
Yeah.
why they disappear when the waters are up.
But could they go online and find it if they
Oh,
wanted
yes.
to? There's a walk. Okay,
And we also have the mock-ups of these at the City Hall.
so they could come by and get them and,
Yes.
and take their own walking
Yes.
tour. Okay, that's awesome. So this is also part of the Roy Laughlin Memorial Park.
Right?
So
Again, we had Boy Scouts that came up with this plan. People were taking our trash cans and throwing them in the water.
oh my gosh.
And the guy said, well, let's just block them here. So that's what we did. And then we have a lot of stuff over here, the history of the area. And I have this paper at City Hall. People can come and get some of the history of Waynesville and tells the story.
Can they find that online as well?
I believe that is online.
Okay.
Yes. And here's our certification. Here's the divers.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
What
We've
a
also
great
got
place.
Laughlin.
Nope.
Shade side.
Hey guys, so we are finishing up our walk and I've got the video on just in case we see another snake. Look at all the butterflies though. Look at that.
A lot of butterflies. This is nature.
Honeysuckle. I wish our viewers could smell that honeysuckle.
This is nature.
What a beautiful, oh, it's a dragonfly. Look at this, guys. It's so pretty down here. All right, we're gonna see if our snake is still here.
And Luge is going to stay way over.
And for my sanity, I hope it's not. My anxiety level got a little bit high on that last one. Is it still there?
I don't want to ruin your day, but
It's still there?
I haven't looked.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin your day, but water moccasins can jump.
Are you serious? Okay, guys, she just ruined my day. Okay,
Okay.
it's still there.
It
I'm
is
turning
still-
around.
Come here, though. Come here, come
Okay.
here. He has
Coiled.
wound himself up. So he's probably asleep.
Oh,
So I think we can very quickly go up through here.
okay, you go first.
I will.
Okay,
But look to see if there's others.
here we go, guys. This is just, oh my. She said water moccasins can jump. Oh my gosh, I put the jig on my skin. Oh my gosh. Okay, we made it. We made it. Yay, our viewers were sitting on the edge of their seats.
And to quote the lady that wrote me on Facebook, Mayor, send your men down here. They need to kill this snake.
Mayor, I agree. Send your men. What's more, we got a little bit more of that honeysuckle, and look at all these butterflies.
And first of all, I don't have any men.
Darn it.
And second of all, I wrote her, this is nature, and you got to be careful.
Well, and we have to learn to live in it, right?
Yes.
Look at that. Look at all those dragonflies, and they're so pretty. All right, guys, so we hope that you have enjoyed this. We are, sometime later this week, we're going to get over to the Waynesville Park, get some history and some footage of that, but get out here today, post your pictures, get in the drawing for our staycation. This is a great place to come and a great place to stay. So, Mayor Luge, thank you so much.
You are welcome. I actually enjoyed getting out with you.
All right, woo! Yeah, I
It's a
enjoyed
big
it too.
deal for me. I've been kind of sick, so it's a big deal.
We look fantastic and we appreciate you very much, especially that little tidbit about the water moccasins.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so some of these trees have been hollowed out. And in the wintertime, the snakes go down and live in the hollowed out part.
Ew.
And while they're in there, they have babies.
Oh, that's nice.
So just recently, somebody had a picture on Facebook, and that he had looked down into that hole, and you could see the little eyes looking back. It was full of baby moccasins.
All right, so we are done and ready to start the rest of our day.